friends, and welcome to another exciting edition of Learn Piano video lessons. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to play Perfect by Hedley, and it starts off with a basic 4-chord progression. So we've got A, and then F, and then C, and then G. And as you can see, I'm playing 2 notes at once. The smaller note above is a fifth above the root. So I've got A with E, F with C, C with G, and G with D. Now the fun part comes in when we play the right hand. It's a really pretty little ornament, and it starts on C. So what happens is we're going to play the left hand, repeating 4 times on the chord. And while we do that, we're just going to fill in with those notes. So the way that works is the right hand plays C, B, C, G, and then C, B, C, and then a note from the left hand. So we start with the left hand fifth, and then we play 3 notes in the right. So the way that lines up is I start off by playing the left hand fifth first. So A starts off by playing the left hand fifth. When I get to this G, I'm playing another left hand fifth. And the next time I play a left hand fifth is on this B. So the last time I play the left hand is after the last note in the right hand. So it goes left, right, 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 both, right, both, right, right, and then left. Now this note, you might be wondering, what note did she play? Well, the first note that I played here was A. So this arrow pointing down is telling me to take one of the left-hand notes. Starts like this. When I move to F, note that I'll play in the right hand is F. The third time, going into the C, see that? I'm using one of the notes from my C fifth, but I'm using G because this is the melody that we hear in the song. G fifth, and you guessed it, we play this D at the end. Alright, so the chords we're going to use here are the A minor chord, and in the left hand I'm playing an octave of A, and in the right hand I'm going to play the A minor chord in a position that helps me get to the next chord. 2, 3, 4, and then F, 2, 3, position, and so you can see that I've used these 2 notes in my hand without moving them. So from the beginning, E, A, and C, repeat 4 times, move left hand to F, F chord, keep A and C. Now I'm going to the C chord, and when I do the C chord, I'm going to keep C again, and I'm just going to move down to G and E. So I'm keeping C again, and I'm moving down to G and E, playing that 4 times, and after that one finishes, I move to the G chord and keep the G. So again, keeping it close in my hand position, I can enable myself to play all of this without jumping around the piano very much. So here's how the verse goes from the beginning. have to play is a pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus is found here. So I'm going to play it in an inversion with F in the middle. So each of these I'm going to play twice. And so the right hand is going to play C, F, and A twice. And then it's going to play with G in the middle, it's going to play the G chord. So that's going to be D, B, and G twice. And then we'll move to the A chord with A in the middle. And so we just keep moving this hand shape up and up and up. This will play 4 times. So taking it from here, A, C, and F. 2 times on each. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so for this one, we're going back 4 times on the F chord, and then to hold the G chord, it's just 4 beats holding. And this takes us into the chorus. Okay, so I've flashed up the chords for the chorus, and it's a slightly different arrangement of the same chords we've been using. It starts off with C in the left hand, octave, then it moves to A minor, then to F, then to C, and then back to G. And again, we're just going to be repeating the chords in the right hand. I'm starting off with C, G, and E, and then I'm keeping C and E, and I'm switching just the middle finger from G to A for the A chord. Now I'll keep the top 2 fingers the same and just move my thumb in for the F chord. Next, I'm going to keep the C the same, but move down to G and E here. And then moving into B, G, and D. And then there's a repeat back from A minor. So with the left hand, I'll start back at the C. It's going to sound like this. I've got octaves in my left hand and chords in my right. Back to A minor. And then we have this pretty lick from the beginning again. There's different ways you can do the lick. You can actually take your hand down lower and play this in an arpeggiated version, but you don't have to. I'll just demonstrate in case that's something that you might like to try. Essentially what I'm doing there is I'm just taking the A, E, and adding another A on the top. So that will go like this. And then F, same thing. So we're back now into verse 2. The last part of the piece is the bridge. Alright, the bridge is a series of changing chords, and so I'm not quite going to show you the whole thing at once because I don't want to scare you. It's not that hard. It just looks like a lot of notes. So we're going to start off with the D minor chord, and we're going to play it in the middle range of the piano with octave Ds in the left hand. So we're going to start off with F, D, and A. Now we're just going to go to F. So the left hand is going to play the F octave. And as you can see, I'm keeping F in the right hand, and I'm going to play with A and C. So we'll start with D, D minor, change to F, A, D, A, C, and F. Then I'm going to change to A minor, and my left hand's going to come up, so I'm going to squish my right out a little bit. And we'll end up with my left hand thumb not really playing here, just repeating the right hand. Chord is G, so it's just moving downward on the left and moving up in the right. Now the next chord is C, but in order to give it a little bit of a more mellow, darkish tone, he doesn't play C in the left hand. He plays E in the left hand. You can see E is one of the chord notes from the key of C, or from the C chord. So it gives it just a little edgy sound. So starting here with this G, here it comes. Now we're going to go to the F chord with just F, C, and A. And then we're going to go to the C. Finally ending with G up here a bit. And then right back into the I'm Not Perfect verse. When it comes through the chorus the last time, you can move the right hand up to another octave. I don't know if you can see all the way up here on the screen, but it's the same thing I was playing, except I'm playing it up here now. So we've got then to A. You can jump back and forth. You can even do it like this, going up. So that blending is just the A chord, C, C, B, with C again, and then octave. Okay, that's all the parts you need to play Perfect by Hedley.